Selamat siang saudara-saudara, selamat sore saudara-saudara sekalian, balik lagi. Oke. Good evening boys and girls. I'm single. Alright guys, we're going to the final tournament of this grand final we're going to the grand final of this PKMN-id Trainer Circuit 2018 Jakarta 3. And with my name is Hashiga Anjay and I'm with Taufik Wiradarmo. We're going to cast on this final battle. And without further ado, let's get onto the stage. We'll be seeing Cornell Adyas against Ikhsanul Akbar Misfa.
Yes. Okay, so ball player Cornell is Cornell had good results on PTC18, but on this season Cornell doesn't participate that much due to his own priorities. But finally, Cornell is back, man. Cornell is going to grand final. This is the first grand final for Cornell also.
Ikhsanul as well?
Ikhsanul as well. Ikhsanul has played from last year also. So yeah, this is the first grand final for both players. We can see that both player is bringing Rain team. So I guess Rain is really the call for this tournament. So yeah, you might want to read the lineup for both players.
Right, so we see that as we said before, we have two Rain teams. On your left hand side we have Landris, Terran Form, as always, Tapu Koko, Swampert, Mega Swampert, Incineroar, Pelpa, and Among Us Wild Eyeboy, which is Cornell Adyas is bringing the Ludicolo, Incineroar, Tapu Koko, Pulsar, Pelpa, and also Mega Swampert. So we see some common Pokemon here with the two grass Pokemon. Ikhsanul is bringing Among Us Eyeboy, which is Cornell is bringing his Ludicolo. We both see the Incineroar. And we have also seen the Tapu Koko, and both teams have the Mega Swampert and also Pelpa. The only difference is that one key difference is that Cornell is bringing two Summoner, Weather Summoner, Polton, and also Pelpa, while Ikhsanul is only bringing one, which is the Pelpa, and decides opt for a double Intimidate with the Landris Terran form.
Yeah, so this is a really unique team from Cornell, but we have seen both players choosing the game. So give it up for Ikhsanul Akbar from Pekanbaru and Cornell Adyas from Bogor. Game 1 grand final of PKMN-id Trainer Circuit 2018, powered by Tokopedia, sponsored by Tokopedia, and also LJ3 for the peripherals. We see Ikhsanul on your left screen and Cornell on the right screen. Yeah, as we previously discussed, that Cornell's team is pretty unique because both swimmers, both rain setters are brought on his team. But we can see that I think Cornell is trying to play the mind games, whether Ikhsanul is going to bring the rain setter or not. And yeah, Ikhsanul is bringing the Pelipper as the lead, and also a Mongoose. And meanwhile, Cornell is leading with Ludicolo and also Incineroar. Both Pokemon can choose to do fake out, or maybe just try to double target to either of these. But the thing is, the Among Us having the Sludge Bomb that can threaten Ludicolo, so I guess double fake out is still the safer play, especially that Cornell doesn't really want to be at loss on the speed tire. Okay, we still wait Cornell to decide. Incineroar, both players also having Incineroar because okay, we can see the fake out. Fake out from Ludicolo is going to the Pelipper, and Incineroar is also faking out, going to the Among Us. So yeah, this is as we expected, at least going to chip damage before because both players still have the fake out pressure, and now Cornell can choose to withdraw one of them, maybe to Swampert or maybe to Tapu Koko, just to avoid being spored. But the thing is, Ludicolo is on the trail of KO from Hurricane and also Sludge Bomb.
Right, and we see the Scouts going on to the Pelipper, dealing some huge damage. And the Skull is going, oh sorry, that's Hydro Pump, and Skull is going on to the Incineroar, one hit KO. Oh, yeah, one hit KO onto that Incineroar after the rain. And the Sludge Bomb going on to the Ludicolo 50% HP, which is pretty huge. And right now, Cornell has to play without his Intimidate Pokemon, without his Intimidator, which is the Incineroar animal.
Yeah, actually they are really bad for Cornell because of the crit. Of course, that mattered. We can see that probably it is 3 to 4 KO Slash Bomb from the Among Us, but now it is really threatened by the Hurricane, also the Slash Bomb. Meanwhile, on the other side, Cornell has to preserve his Ludicolo to face the Swampert. But I guess, yeah, the rain has been set. Cornell just try to make use of the rain as good as possible and take the Swampert. Right now, Swampert might have the Ice Punch or might have the Earthquake to damage the Among Us pretty good. Among Us still have the redirection, but I guess Cornell really want to knock out the Among Us.
And yeah, we see the Mega using Mega Evolution, going for that bulky hand, standing on only the feet. I wonder how did he do that. And the Protect from the Pelipper doesn't want to get any chip damage or any damage. And the Stomping Tantrum from the Mega Swampert onto the Among Us, dealing some serious damage. But the Giga Drain going onto the protected Pelipper. Sludge Bomb going once more under the Ludicolo, almost picks up the KO and is still hanging on with red HP bar.
So Ludicolo has revealed Fake Out, Scald, and Giga Drain, so this might be an Assault Fest. So yeah, I guess it is a Assault Fest indeed, so the crit really mattered, but now Ludicolo can choose to target the Pelipper slot. Probably Ikhsanul want to preserve his Pelipper to set the rain ladder for his Swampert. Among Us can choose to redirect, as we can. Oh no, but he cannot redirect. He still cannot redirect the Ludicolo because of the grass typing.
Yes, and the Stomping Tantrum once more is going on to the Among Us, dealing some damage. Going to eat that Pinch Berry, restore by 50% HP health. And once more, Ludicolo is going to Giga Drain, going to munch that health, picks up the KO onto the Pelipper, and also survive for another round.
Okay, so we can see the Tapu Koko is going in. Tapu Koko is going in for the lead. To change the position from Pelipper, but I guess the rain will run out soon. Swampert is having the Stomping Tantrum. That's pretty unique. But seeing that no flying type by the Pelipper, so Stomping Tantrum seems like the easiest choice. But Ikhsanul can just stall the rain with the Protect, and also Rage Power. The Rage Power can still redirect the Stomping Tantrum, and now the Swampert cannot hit Tapu Koko, and Ludicolo also cannot really hit Tapu Koko that bad.
And also, yeah, the Stomping Tantrum is going to hit onto the Among Us again, going to deal a lot of damage, and the Ice Beam going onto the Among Us slot, picks up the KO, and right now Tapu Koko is going to move and going for the Dazzling Gleam, chip damage onto both of these two Pokemon. That's how picks up the KO onto the Ludicolo because of the Assault Fest, making it very bulky.
So this is really crazy because I thought the rain will run out in this turn, but no, actually there's still one turn. So Swampert is the last call for Aan. So Ludicolo still might outspeed the Swampert and threaten it with the Giga Drain. If the Giga Drains hit, there's no chance Tapu Koko is going to knock out the Ludicolo because Giga Drain might one-hit KO the Swampert and it will recover 88 damage.
But here it is, the Mega Swampert is going to come out, going to Mega Evolve, and the Protect from Cornell Adyas side Swampert, and also Dazzling Gleam is going to connect on both of these two Pokemon. No Protect from Ikhsanul. Yeah, the rain ran out. Yeah, the rain ran out.
I apologize for that mistake.
Yeah, Ikhsanul and it's going for Cornell is also going for his last call, which we will be seeing in a moment soon, which is the Politoed. Going to sense the rain once more, which is not looking pretty good, especially with the Tapu, which especially with the Tapu Koko and also the Swampert on Ikhsanul Akbar's side. So both players have, speed ties from the rain.
Yeah, so I guess the better call is just double target the Swampert, try to knock out the Swampert as soon as possible. I guess it can be reached by a double target with Waterfall and Scald, because Koko cannot really hit Swampert. He can only hit Swampert with Dazzling Gleam. Oh, but we see that. Either way.
But Stomping Tantrum is going to pick up the KO onto the Tapu Koko. So right now a 2-1, and Politoed and Swampert going to for the whoa, almost, and the Parish song, is all going on to the field, making sure that Ikhsanul will die first. Yeah, will faint first.
Yeah, I don't know why Cornell chose to Parish song. That's not really the best end game, because he can just call and then the Waterfall probably will knock it out. I don't know who won.
With the Parish song, it's like Politoed is the slowest Pokemon on the game, so probably Ikhsanul will, Cornell will win the game. But the Earthquake is going to connect onto both of these two Pokemon, even though it's protected. So, and all Pokemon in Parish Con fell into 2 onto the next one. No, because the thing is like this: if
Cornell is afraid of the speed tie.
Yeah, it's afraid of a speed tie, as well as
But the point is, I think Politoed can still survive
some attacks.
three attacks from the Swampert. And Cornell will want the speed tie.
And Flash! I saw that's a call, and there's the Scald onto the Swampert and picks up the KO. And so Cornell will take this game 1 from this best of 3 game set and this Pokemon and Trainer Circuit 2018 Grand Final.
Yeah, that's not really the best finishing move from Cornell, but it's still he still won anyway. I think if the Politoed chose to Scald, if the Pelipper chose to Scald instead of Parish song, then it will take at least 50% HP from the Swampert, right? Then if Cornell loses the speed tie on the Swampert anyway, then the Politoed can just Scald and knock it out on the next turn. So yeah, that's a bit risky, but he still won anyway.
It's like one of the assurance for him to actually win the game with the Parish song. It's just like it takes longer, in my opinion. With him using the Parish song, there's no scenario that he can lose the game, except, for example, like somehow the weather is being.
No, I get on both cases. The only losing scenario is to create. Or that's actually better because because he's losing the speed tie. Okay, that might make sense. That might make sense, especially if. Are you sure that Politoed will die last?
Yeah, because like Swampert is the fastest Pokemon on the field, and like both of these two Swampert is fastest, and Politoed is
so the latest Pokemon knockout won. Okay, so that might be. That might be the better play, the safest play, not the fastest but the safest. Let's see whether what kind of adjustment is going to be played by yeah. We didn't see Incineroar. Second game. Might go to 3, but let's see. The second game, will Cornell just sweep it 2-0 or Ikhsanul giving some fighting back? Resistance? You got resistance? The ninth place got resistance, but we can see that iBoy Cornell Adyas is going to lead. Oh no, Ikhsanul is going to lead still with the Peli and the Palcon, aka what is it? Among Us. But now Cornell is going to give his Pelipper also, and also the Ludicolo. Now we can see the Pelipper from Cornell. From Cornell is lower. But I think this adjustment is Cornell is trying to knock out Among Us as soon as possible, because I think Ludicolo will move first, right? With the Ice Beam, then the Hurricane will knock it out without activating its berry. So I guess that's what Cornell having in mind. So I think we won't see a fake out. But we still a fake out. The Hurricane, will it activate the berry? Yes, it is, but it will be another knockout on the next turn. But now the Among Us has the choice to do a spore to the Pelipper. And good night for Pelipper. But still no tailwind from the Ikhsanul side. Hashik is living a bit. So I'm back low now. This is a pretty hard position. But Pelipper, I think Cornell has to burn the sleep turn right now because Pelipper is not really that threatened. And Ludicolo cannot be spored by Among Us with the... Oh, but Cornell with Ludicolo for something, which is Swampert. This is really dangerous if Ikhsanul targeted the spore to Swampert side. This will be really bad, but it's actually the tailwind. Tailwind is going up, but Swampert can still try to match up the speed by the swift swim. We see a slash bomb targeting the Ludicolo slot is actually good switching from Cornell. Swampert resisting it, and probably the only possible outspeed is from Pelipper on Cornell side, but Pelipper on the Ikhsanul side. But of course, Ikhsanul's Pelipper can just still to choose to do Scald, fishing for the burn chance to the Swampert, and if the burn is coming, it will be really, really, really big. Well, Pelipper, wake up! Wake me up inside! The Hurricane will knock out Among Us, and I guess Among Us on a tailwind still not. Yeah. Oh, but Pelipper is being withdrawn, going for the Swampert. Swampert from Ikhsanul side now is the Optima, not the Optima, the Magnum Opus, not that. The what is it? I cannot get the word. The absolute speed winner here because of the tailwind. Swampert chose to protect, and Pelipper still asleep. Another spore going to the Swampert slot. So let's see. As we can see that Cornell only has Stomping Tantrum, no Earthquake possibly because the last slot is usually another coverage, maybe Rock Slide or Ice Punch. But let's see. Ikhsanul is still faster with the Swampert. Will Swampert knock it out?
So what did I miss?
No Pokemon still knocked out yet, but Swampert. But Ikhsanul is having Tailwind active, so the Swampert is guaranteed to be the fastest Pokemon on the field.
So can you please explain me to the conditions of the...
Swampert already protected last turn, so it is a really good chance for Among Us to do Spore. But I guess, yeah, Ludicolo switch in, going to read the Spore and probably resist the water attack, resist the ground attack, but actually he's switching in for Pelipper. So this might be an Earthquake, and if so, it is a really good switch in from Cornell because, of course, grass resisted ground.
And so yeah, Mega Swampert is going onto the field once more. One waterfall is going to connect onto the Pelipper, and it's still fast asleep. While on the next,
but I guess on this turn, Pelipper should wake up because it has slept for 3 turns probably. If it sleeps for 4 turns, then it's really bad luck for Cornell. But I guess it will wake up.
I mean, he already won the first game, so it's, you know, he can keep it a bit slower. He can be a bit calmer rather than Ikhsanul, where this is probably his last game. With the Electric Surge going out from the Tapu Koko, it's going to send out the field, and the Fake Out is going to connect onto the Pelipper, and the Pelipper wake up, and the Tailwinds coming out from the Pelipper. And so right now, Cornell's team will be guaranteed the fastest Pokemon on the field for the next 2 turns.
Ludicolo is built to outspeed Tapu Koko, but Cornell still need the rain to boost his damage to do Hurricane. So I guess
he has a Poltoed on the back. Probably has Poltoed on the back.
May have
potentially.
I doubt it because then you're gonna be playing with 4 waters.
But yeah, you know, you never know.
And Ikhsanul is having electric and also a grass type. So I really doubt it, but Ludicolo has burned his fake. Out, probably going to take down the Pelipper first.
With Hydro Pump? No.
With Giga Drain.
And the Pelipper is being sent back, going for the Swampert. Again, once more onto back.
Maybe Ludicolo having rain dance.
And
Even
no, it's
if
assault
it-
fast. No,
Oh, yeah,
it's,
no.
it's assault fast. It's but the
Giga
Giga
Drain,
Drain
yeah.
going to connect onto the Pelipper. Deals a lot of damage. 45 HP left from the Pelipper. Pelipper goes for the tailwind as well. So right now they are on the speed, same position, but
Yeah, Coco should be faster because the rain is not active. But the thing is now Coco cannot hit. Coco cannot really hit both of Cornell's Pokemon because it only has Gleam and electric attack, right?
Yep.
So he can just choose to Giga Drain again the Pelipper, Swampert. You can choose to Stomping Tantrum the Coco slot, getting a really good
damage.
for the Swampert or either the
Among Us. But we see the Z move. This is a Z move from Ikhsanul Akbar, and we see the Tapu Koko is shining brightly with that Z power.
The first Z move of this grand final.
Yeah, yeah, actually.
Who holds the Z move on the Cornell side?
Tapu Koko as well, I
Tapu
think.
Koko as well, probably.
Yep. And the Z moves going
No,
onto the
it won't
loading
knock out,
Colo,
it
won't
won't
knock
knock
out, but
won't
still
knock out lah.
a lot of damage and Stomping Tantrum.
Tesla.
It's going to pick up the KO onto the Tapu Koko. But right now, the question is, the Pelipper is going for the Scout, not a Hurricane, not
Gonna burn lah, gonna
and a
burn
burn
lah.
onto the Swamp. And the burn! And the Ice Beam is going to connect on the Pelipper. And so right now,
Gonna burn lah. You hear me lah, it's gonna burn.
Pelipper, so Cornell is leading with 2 Pokemon, but Ludicolo and the nerf Swampert with getting the burn right now. And Among Us is going to be
Among Us
sent
is
out.
gone.
And also Swampert once again is going on the field.
You just Giga Drain. You Giga Drain the Swampert. It's okay lah.
It's okay lah.
Hey,
But
Ludicolo should be faster lah. And the thing is, Ludicolo resists both of Swampert's stab.
yes, that's
And
the
Ice Punch deals neutral. So Ludicolo cannot be redirected, cannot be spored.
I think Cornell did some wrong move and tries to withdraw.
He wants the water. Oh no! Actually, the last turn is I like
Incineroar.
the shiny coloring.
Incineroar is coming out threatening the Among Us and also intimidating this Swampert. Swampert decides to go for the Protect. A really good prediction by Cornell. But right now the Stomping Tantrum is going to the
why?
protected Swampert Sludge Bomb.
This is it.
Going on to the Incineroar, a poison, no poison. But the burn is going to chip damage on the Swampert. But right now,
The Tailwind peter out.
the Tailwind period
So
out.
Among Us might be faster than Incineroar, but Incineroar can just fake out the.
Yes, the fake up pressure.
Yeah, Swampert probably just want to die right now because it's burned. He cannot deal with probably just the last waterfall to what is it? To Ikhsanul Swampert. Probably he will be dead by waterfall anyway.
But yeah, I think it's not in a really good. Ikhsanul's not a really good position. But
He need to fake out the Among Us, and also
with
Among Us
Ruin,
has got the berry.
and Ludicolo probably wants to intimidate again, and Ludicolo is going on once more. Rage Powder is going out from the Among Us, going to redirect any attacks, and the Swampert is going to attack the Ludicolo. No damage, -4,
Another
and -2.
tantrum.
Stomping Tantrum onto the Among Us redirected. Not
Wait, I thought he rage powdered.
yeah, kind of Rage Powder.
Oh yeah, right.
Rage
Right,
Powder.
that's right. Okay. Okay.
And right
Again,
now,
nice switch from Cornell. Swampert is not dead yet,
but Ludicolo right now
and can just
eas-
subtly intimidate. And actually, Tapu Koko is making the game harder for Ikhsanul because of the terrain he cannot spore.
yes.
But if he chooses to spore Incineroar without the terrain, then Ludicolo will still came it inside and cannot be.
I think he'll be much better if he bringing something like his Incineroar as well.
Okay, so we just have a goodbye from Adrian. Goodbye, Adrian.
Goodbye,
Thanks
Adrian.
for participating. We have a project.
And we have the Protect fake out pressure once more again now onto the Among Us slot. While
No. Swampert has protected.
yeah.
You can just Giga Drain.
you got it lah.
And pick out doesn't get redirected, right?
Yeah. So another fake out pressure from the Incineroar
Pick out
probably.
to Among Us, Giga Drain to Swampert.
And so yeah, I think Cornell.
Yeah. Anyway, if you raise powder, then Ludicolo still cannot be redirected.
And Ikhsanul is going for the fake out, get onto the Among Us.
Swampert is
Swampert
faster.
using Earthquake.
Both won't die. Both won't die to
minus
intimidate lah. To intimidate lah.
Crit. A double crit probably
Double
can.
crit might want,
But a
but-
Giga Drain takes out together the Swampert. My boy. And so.
Thing is looking good for Cornell.
Among Us is flinch.
By fake out,
And
but
so.
now he can take
Itu
ice
dong.
beam and flare beam.
Z-move. Biar keren. Z-move.
What else going to Zim? The Incineroar.
Incineroar. With the malicious.
Yeah, so we have our champion from Live Jakarta 3, Cornell Adyas from Bogor, winning the game 2-0 against Ikhsanul. So we gonna straight to the winner interview, I guess, because we don't have much time. So stay tuned. We're gonna call Cornell to the stage, not really a stage, but just a desk. Hello guys, back on the stream desk we have Cornell Adyas from Bogor as our champion of Light Tournament Jakarta 3. First of all, congratulations for Cornell. First grand final, first trophy. So how's your feeling about that?
Of course, I'm very happy. This is the finally I came back after several months less from VGC.
Okay. Going to the tournament, you choose rain team with both rain setter and both swift swimmer. What's on your mind coming with that team?
I think it's because the meta there is so many Landoros and Incineroar, so I think rain team is somewhat forgotten, but somewhat forgotten. I see the statistic the Swampert is very low in Pokemon globally or in Showdown. It's
Okay, so actually that meta call really pays off. As we can see, you want to pretty convincingly in this final. I want to ask, on the first game you choose to try to end game with the parry song, not by double chugging. So why did you choose parry song?
it's because I think it's safer because my player doesn't have my Swampert is a bit weak in defense, not so many defense investment or HP investment. So I'm afraid if it hit with the opposing Swampert, it will defeat. So very strong is the safest play.
Okay, so you have two Swift swimmer. Who's better? Who's the star on your team on those two Swift swimmer?
I think it's Ludicolo because I never bring Swampert except in the final and one in semi-final one time, and it does nothing actually.
Listen, guy, Ludicolo is the boy because it also one hit KO Swampert, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess that's it. We have our winner here, Cornell Adyas from Bogor, and of course, don't forget this is you got the trophy.
Yeah,
Congratulations. Finally. And we still have two online tournaments. Oh, before we close this session, shout out.
Thank you to all my friends who support this and.
Who is your friend?
I don't know. My imaginary friend.
Okay. So congrats to Cornell once again. Thanks to his imaginary friend. And you can show the trophy. We still have two online tournament and also the last tournament, so stay tuned on Pokemon Training Circuit. But for today, this is the end. Congrats to Cornell, and we close this session with alola guys. Oshimai desu. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thanks to Tokopedia.